How do I say? In the end, it all goes away. How do I feel? How do I do? How do I do away? Welcome back to Sandy Mountains Podcast, Episode 8. I'm your host, me, with my other host,
Me.
and we are...
Me.
how do I explain this? Events, once again, have transpired.
But we were able to... Yeah, bitch.
Oh God! I thought we were about to die. Did the mic pick that up?
Yeah.
Oh God!
So Fly just flew into the bug zapper.
I thought that was me for a second. I thought I was having a stroke. That's how it happens. That's what you hear in your brain. You just hear crackling, and then you smell toast, and then you die.
The crackling aside, I thought it was just.
It's like popcorn, or rather, imagine you eat Pop Rocks.
Okay.
It's that in your brain.
Oh shit!
Don't quote me on that.
Fuck. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to sleep so quickly last night. I mean, yeah, we don't have to wait till next week to record this week's episode. We just have to delay it by a day. And who knows? It might be better going up on a Friday.
Yeah, or Wednesday.
We need to start. Yeah, we need to.
Because a good old YouTube algorithm. Those motherfuckers like doing it on Wednesday for some reason.
We need to start thinking
Allegedly.
about Wednesdays. Allegedly.
Yeah, it might not work. Don't worry about it.
We're going to try like an episode or two on each day to see what works out the best.
Testing the waters, dipping our little toes in the water.
Little toesies.
Little feetsies. So
a few things happened since last week. First of all, Across the Spider-Verse. If you haven't seen it, what the fuck are you doing? Go watch it. It's fucking amazing.
Just pause the video and then go watch it, come back.
This time we won't wait though. So even if you pause it, it's going to keep going somehow. So figure it out.
They're like Twitch style. It'll just keep going.
Yeah. I know you haven't seen it.
Either.
You watched the first one. It's really good. But the second one, goddamn, it's amazing.
I've only seen the important clips.
Yeah.
God damn.
Miles is caked up.
Yeah. I was talking about Gwen. Get the fuck out of here. Miles. Hell yeah, dude.
But yeah, like, I know how both you and I feel about superhero movies. We pretty much feel the same.
Yeah.
Fed up with them. Done. The last time I cared, outside of a Spider-Man movie, just because Spider-Man movies are, for some reason, the only good Marvel movies, and they do a great job with them.
It really is.
Last time I sort of cared was Endgame. Even then, I was never like fully on board.
Dude, I did not give a shit about any of the Avengers movies except the first one.
The first one?
And then what was the second one? That's how you know. That's how
Age
you know.
of Ultron? No. Wait.
Oh yeah. Yes, it was Ultron. Those two.
That was the worst one. Oh my god.
Oh really?
So
I actually
bad.
liked it. I was the only one that liked it.
That movie was a long, like 2-hour, 3-hour trailer. That's all it was.
Those are the only two movies that I actually gave remotely any that I cared for.
I think outside of Spider-Man, the first Avengers movie was the last good one because that's before it became nothing but pop culture references and like quips.
I think Iron Man. I don't know. I could be totally wrong, but I think Iron Man's the one that kind of started that.
No, it was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, is that what did it?
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy started it, and then it just like I get it. All the other movies before, like the first Iron Man, the first Hulk, or whatever, they all had
Hulk?
their Lou Ferrigno.
Wow, no.
They all had their quips and pop culture references and stupid jokes that never landed and stuff. But it just got like turned up to 11 after Guardians of the Galaxy. It was ridiculous.
So Guardians. I still haven't seen that movie.
I watched the first one, was not a fan.
Aren't they on number 3 right now? Or they're making
number 3 just came out like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so yeah. Again, I stopped giving a shit. I really Black Panther. I loved that movie. That was a good movie. That's the only one I cared about. And then after that, it was
all right.
Yeah, I liked it because the what's his name?
Andy Serkis.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. I love Michael.
I like him as an actor.
I would be gay for Michael B. Jordan. Holy
damn,
shit, he's got. Did you notice? I don't know if you did notice, but like his armor that he wears in the movie, it's modeled after Vegeta's Saiyan armor.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, he's like, Michael B. Jordan is a huge anime fan. He loves their DBZ.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I need to check that out after this. That's cool. I never noticed. I just kind of just watched the movie.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan was definitely my favorite part of it. And I forget what scene. I think they were in an underground casino or something, or a nightclub. That was probably my favorite scene in the whole movie, just because of the one like tracking shot when they're all
Black Panther?
fighting. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was probably my favorite part of Black Panther. It was a good movie overall. Definitely better than like 95% of the movie.
Yeah, if you were to collectively put all of these movies in a room, that Black Panther was one that I cared for.
I think of that era of MCU, probably Winter Soldier was my favorite, just because
I still need to watch.
It doesn't try to be like anything but a solid action movie. It doesn't try to go for like any stupid
You're not the first person I've heard that said good things about it, so I also need to.
It's just a solid action from beginning to end. I really enjoyed it. We need to remember this part.
No, we don't. What part?
So this is what Marvel does to people. It just ruins conversations.
There's nothing else to talk about with Marvel. So far, every movie has been the same schlock.
It should have stopped like 5 years ago.
But they're still making... Well, they still make money from it, so why would they stop?
I think it's been declining a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard Endgame was the one that, like Endgame and all those Avengers movies are the ones that made, like, a shit ton of money.
Endgame broke box office records.
But that's also because it's all of them on screen, you know? It's not just one freaking... don't forget about Ant-Man.
I did not like... Did you watch Endgame?
No.
Endgame was not... I did not like it. The first half of the movie... If you cut the first half of the movie, it's like you didn't miss anything.
Damn.
It was just filler. Do you care for spoilers?
No, at all.
Anyone who hasn't seen Endgame, you're not missing out. So, but just in case, spoiler warning. So the whole, for like the very beginning of the movie, they kill the Thanos in their timeline.
Okay.
And it cuts to 5 years later, and then they're all like depressed because everyone's dead. Half the
Thanos snapped everybody. Okay.
And then they figure out time travel in the dumbest way. They literally go to like Tony Stark settled down. Iron Man, he settled down. He had a wife and kids.
Oh, that's nice.
He has a daughter, and you know he's happy now. And then they pretty much the Avengers go up to him. They're like, "Hey, we know you're happy, but you gotta ruin this. It's time to go back in time and fix everything." And he's like, "No, I'm happy. I don't." And by the way, there is no way to go back in time. That's impossible. 30 seconds later, he's like, "It is now possible. I figured it out." And so they go back in time, and that's pretty much the whole movie.
I'm already falling asleep.
Yeah.
If I was in a theater... See, I'm not in a movie. I'm not on a couch or whatever, it's a recliner chair. I don't have my feet up. I don't have... So I'd be asleep in a theater.
There's lighting in here.
Yeah, the light is keeping me awake right now in this conversation.
So they go back in time, and there's a bunch of fan servicey moments, and there's like a suicide competition with Black Widow and Hawkeye. And it's just stupid.
Both of you can kill yourselves.
Yeah.
Seriously. I don't care. I really don't. I didn't care about Hawkeye. I didn't. Oh, yeah, Black Widow. Cool. Who? Family Guy said it best. Which one of you can kick? Everyone raises their hand. It's like, what can you do?
Yeah. And everything is just super boring. The last 30 minutes of the movie, or last hour of the movie, I will say, amazing. Beautiful shots, really cool fighting. There was one part that's stupid.
Cinematography-wise? Or
Cinematography-wise, it was amazing.
Oh, okay.
But there was one part, it's like a little on the... Not even a little. It's like hitting someone in the face with a brick that has subtle written on it. There's a part where all the women heroes line up and pose together in the middle of a battle. It's like, did you guys choreograph this?
Now it's not really. It's like, women, we're dying, we're dying, and it's like
Thanos just stomps on someone's throat, splattering them, and then the women are just like superhero pose.
People are dying. Can you all choose a different time to pose?
Fuck, man, we spent the first 10 minutes of
That's
this episode talking
fine.
about
That's
MCU.
fine. We'll just cut half of it.
This isn't us.
We'll start.
What's happened?
Falling from
You don't
grace.
look at me the same anymore.
Why don't you look at me when we make love?
Why do you just talk about MCU?
You just lay there. You're like a corpse.
This is what happens to motherfuckers on MCU.
It's okay. We'll just start over.
Yeah. Welcome
back to
episode
8. Ignore the first 10 minutes of the episode. There was nothing you wouldn't miss. Oh, yes, of course.
So, a few things. The P.S. showcase. Did you get a chance to watch it?
I did not know about it until 5 minutes ago. Sorry.
Oh, a lot of...
Over 10 minutes ago. I did not know about it.
A lot of cool announcements.
Ooh, for games?
Ghost Runner 2. I don't know if you've seen the first one. It's a really hard platformer.
Never played it.
Super
Never
fun
seen anything
game.
from it. Okay.
Phantom Blade Zero looks interesting. MGS 3 is getting a remake.
Ooh. Did the first two have one?
No. But
So they're just skipping
I'm
to
super excited to see how Konami's going to fuck it up.
Oh, because it's Konami.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just like
they're
how
gonna throw a bunch of pachinko machines in there.
Yeah,
It's fine.
just like how I'm expected to... I expect them to fuck up Silent Hill 2 remake,
Oh, yeah. They're still making that, huh?
I guess.
Or they're gonna
They
try
probably
to.
just announced it. They're going to wait 3 years until the hype dies down and then cancel it.
Konami, why are you like this? It all started with Kojima.
But apparently, I think in August of this year, MGS 1, 2, and 3 are getting ported to current gen.
Ooh.
So I'm
okay.
excited for MGS 1, 2, and 3 to play those again.
I've never played a Metal Gear Solid game.
You gotta...
Wait, that's not true. I did play a Metal Gear Solid game. It was the best one. Revengeance.
Oh, that's a Rising game? MGR?
Oh, was it Rising
Metal
or
Gear
Revengeance?
Rising Revenge.
Oh, Rising is... That game was fun. I still haven't beat it. I just passed the first mission. No, I'm just...
FF16
on the
got
list.
new trailer. That looked amazing. Alan Wake 2 was announced.
Oh, yeah. Alan Wake 2.
Some game called Ultros. Tower of Fantasy, and Dragon's Dogma 2.
Dude, everything on that list I didn't know. Except Dragon's Dogma 2. And if you haven't played Dragon's Dogma...
You're not missing out.
Dude, you really aren't. I played it, finished it, did both endings. Or, sorry. I did the only freaking ending. What's the point of that? Yeah, I told you about it.
You get locked in.
So if the audience doesn't know, spoiler alert, there's only one true ending where you can... So, do you want ending A, where you just basically soft lock the game? Or do you want ending B, where you can play afterwards? Gee, I wonder which one people are gonna fucking choose. And there's no trophy for it, by the way.
There's a trophy for
I don't remember getting a trophy for... I think I remember getting one just for beating it. For beating the game, not so
Well,
much
at least that
for...
doesn't incentivize you to start the game over and get the shit ending.
It's an ending that soft locks the goddamn game. It's an ending that puts you in a box and says, you can't get out of this box. Thanks for playing. Fuck you. That's the ending.
I like that. I'm still not going to play Dragon. I've given that game 3 chances. Each time I get to this... I get a little bit further than the last time I stopped playing, which is like 10 minutes past when I stopped playing. And each time, I can't go. I can't.
Yeah, it's of a desired taste. I did like it. It's just... It needs something. It needs some more oomph.
Of all those, I'm super excited for FF16 and Ghost Runner 2 and Alan Wake 2.
Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm super... Oh my god.
Still have yet to play a Final Fantasy game. Oh, wait.
Well...
Wait, I played one at your house. Once upon
Did
a
you?
time. Really long time ago. Forgot what game it was. You're in like a big valley, big field. You kind of run around.
Sounds like 15.
It was probably
Was it
15.
turn-based?
No.
Probably 15.
Okay. I mean, I'm assuming. I only played that game for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think it was... Also, on top of that, Summer Games Fest was yesterday.
Ooh.
Of all the games announced, there were 3 that I was interested in. Or not announced, but revealed or had a trailer. I didn't list this one. It's kind of an honorable mention. Mortal Kombat 1 looks sick. Not a Mortal Kombat fan. I don't like Mortal Kombat.
You memeing?
No,
We memeing right now? We
I
already
don't
did
like
the cold
Mortal
opener.
Kombat's gameplay, but one thing I will give it, its visuals, its story, the brutal fatalities and X-rays. I love watching.
Yeah, take the brutal fatalities away. What do you have?
You have like one of the most shallow fighting games of all time.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the appeal of it, though. It's
the blood and gore.
Yeah,
that's what it. That's
which is fine. You can. I don't buy Mortal Kombat to get a fighting game. I buy it for like the story and some fun visuals. You know,
I don't buy it.
Like I didn't buy God of War for its intense, in-depth gameplay. I bought it for the story.
Once again, I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it at all. I just had it. Now I have it, but I already 100%ed it. For God of War, I mean. Oh, I was going to say one thing regarding Mortal Kombat. There's only one Mortal Kombat game that exists in my brain. Everything else
Shaolin Monks.
Hell yeah, dude. That game was so fun.
It was a lot of fun. But
my cousin Okay, so little story time. My cousin used to come over to my house when I was a kid, and so I guess they didn't I guess my uncle, his parents didn't like him bringing games from the house, like basically taking games out of the house because that implies that he's probably going to lose it or something.
Yeah,
which he wouldn't, but that's that's his parents. He probably would. I'd probably take that shit. But we go downstairs, in the garage, and he's like, hey, look what I got, and he kind of lifts up his shirt, and he's like smuggling in Shaolin Monks. I'm like, oh, let's go to the room and play.
It's time for Shaolin Monks. I am back
so
when I lived
fun.
at the old place. I had a neighbor downstairs. And I would go to his house every day, and we would play Shaolin Monks. I remember we were stuck on the reptile level for the reptile boss fight for a very, very long time.
You have a better memory than I. I don't remember shit from that game. I just know that it was the greatest shit ever.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. But I'm super stoked for the new MK.
What's the one?
Looks good.
What's the one that I have with what was it? Game Pass? Not Game Pass.
PS Now? You have PS Now?
No.
The PS Plus collection.
Yeah, which one do I have now? I think it's...
You have MKX.
Which one's that?
10.
So what are we on now?
1.
Was there an 11?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm... Like, how many generations am I back? I'm trying to say.
Just 2 games. There's
okay,
it was MKX.
So I have X.
And then it's 11, and then 1 is the new one.
Why do they have 3 different Mortal Kombat games, each being...
Well,
Mortal Kombat 1.
X is the thing. Roman numeral for 10. And then it's 11. And then if you've played the story of 11, you'd understand why it's called 1. So it does make sense.
But we already have Mortal Kombat. And Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah, this one's Mortal Kombat 1. The other one was just Mortal Kombat.
Ah, yes. There's a difference. It's kind of like Xbox and then Xbox One.
See,
I got mad when Xbox One came out.
No, it makes sense. That's how I learned to count. It's like, why didn't more things just call it, Pokemon? I mean, not Pokemon, but, the new God of War, instead of being called Ragnarok, should have been called God of War Diamond. And then the one after that should have been God of War Ultra Sun. And then God of War Sword and Shield. You know.
And then God of War Black and
so
White.
we know, so we know which one we're on. Why the fuck would you use numbers, you idiot?
Fuck numbers. See, you said that's how you learned how to count. Well, some of us don't have that luxury. Me still counting with my fingers. Anytime.
What do I do when I get past 10? Oh, you bend them halfway.
No, that's how you got your toes.
Oh, yeah.
Which means I can count past till 20.
Hey, there's no numbers after that, so you're fine.
Yeah.
So other than MK1, which I'm...
Excuse me.
Yeah, good. Other than that, which I'm very much looking forward to seeing. It looks like MKX gameplay, but with MK11 visuals, so everything's fine there. MKX, out of all the Mortal Kombat games, is probably my favorite one, so...
Next?
Yeah. Nice. And they added assists. I mean, it looks in-depth. It looks more in-depth than the previous games, but we have to wait until there's more games.
I have not played a Mortal Kombat game since... Yikes, it's been a while. Which one was the one where Kung Lao... It's before Kung Lao got riggedy wrecked.
All of them?
No, what?
All of them?
Was it 9?
Where he gets his neck snapped by Shao Kahn?
It's when Shao Kahn was still ruling.
And
I think it was the last one.
Shao Kahn snaps his neck?
I think so.
Yeah, that's 9.
Okay, so that's the last Mortal Kombat game I played.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm not that far behind.
Either way, with no more sidetracking, looking forward to it. Looking for more gameplay. Other than that, Summer Games Fest. Anything else that was announced? Toxic Commando looks cool. Looks kind of like a COD Zombies meets Left 4 Dead. I guess we'll see. And then Like a Dragon Gaiden. I love the Yakuza series. I have every single one, and I'm very much
Yakuza game.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and I'm very much looking forward to this one because all the spin-offs, or every single one of them, has like different gameplay styles.
Nice.
Like Ishin is more in line with the classic Yakuza gameplay. Yakuza 7 was turn-based, and then Judgment and Lost Judgment had more of the Dragon Engine combat, which I love what they're doing, so I can't wait to see what Gaiden brings. And then Final Fantasy 7 Part 2, probably the most, like, what I'm looking forward to the most. I loved Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and Remake Part 2 I am very excited for.
Was that a turn-based one?
No.
The earlier Final Fantasy games were turn-based.
Yeah,
right?
pretty much.
I think the last time we talked about this, it was like up until 6.
11 and 14 were MMOs. I never played them, so I don't really know how those were. 1 through 10 turn-based.
Okay.
11 was the MMO. 12 was weird. It's hard to explain. The best way to explain it is kind of like programming, where you put
I think I know what you're talking about.
You put a bunch of if-then statements, like if enemy has this much HP, use Thundara. If enemy is attacking this person, heal this person. So you do this, you like set up the entire moveset for each character and what they do, and there's like each character can have 2 jobs, and it's the longest Final Fantasy. 12 is like the longest FF
It's
game.
funny you say that because I feel like there's a game I played where it's exactly like that kind of game mechanic.
I don't know.
Where if your health gets to a certain area... I think Thing does that. Dragon Age. I think. Well, it's like in Dragon Age what you can do for your... Because you know how it's you and 3 others. It's like a 4-man party.
I played Inquisition for like an hour and I got bored and turned it off.
Oh, okay. Well, in Dragon Age Inquisition, you can basically set up your party members to be like, okay, I need you to be aggressive, and if your health gets to, say, 25%, use a potion. Like, you can set them up that way so that you don't have to babysit them.
From what I remember in Inquisition, it's not as in depth. Like
not as in depth, but like I know what you're saying.
Like it is. Like it's like if enemy is a flying type, use this attack. If
use electric.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure that's a Pokemon reference. I don't play.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if it's electric or not. I just spitballed.
Yes.
I assume if you're a bird, you get hit with electricity, you'll die. Why are we debating this?
Use gun.
Use Glock.
Yeah. You gotta. If you haven't played FF12, check it out. It is so crazy shit you can do. Like, I spent probably the most time I've had on any FF game is that one. So after 12, you go to 13. 13 was ass. I don't remember it. And then 15 they were done with turn-based. So I guess, 15 was the first game.
Oh, wow. I thought it was just the first 6 games. I don't know why.
No, 1 through...
1 through 10. A lot of them.
Yeah.
Majority of them, basically. God, turn-based games are so fun.
They really are.
It's been the last turn-based game that I've played is Darkest Dungeon, and oof, that game will kick your ass, dude.
Are we ignoring Slay the Spire?
Oh, absolutely not, sir. How my actions are hedonistic. That game was so fun. I'm so happy you showed me that game.
I love Slay the Spire.
It took me a second to wait, what's that card? Clash?
Clash.
Clash. It's like you get 3 cards. Why are none of these Clash? He says, that's not Clash. Get the shit out of here. Any other character? It's like, where's Clash?
I don't know, man. That rogue build with
you showed me some disgusting builds though. All seriousness, Clash is fun, but
Hidden Blade Rogue was really nutty just because you get a bunch of 0-cost cards that do double damage.
Oh god, so good.
Are we ignoring Electrodynamics defect? The one with the lightning hits everyone.
Oh god, yeah. One you play one card and all of a sudden,
Man, Defect is
Who was the boss type that made me want to
the one that ends your turn after 12 plays.
shoot my asshole?
The one that ends your turn after you play 12 cards in a turn.
Him, fuck him. But also there was another one.
The champ?
Is it the champ?
The big buff knight?
I don't know if it was the big buff. I just know that it was like, oh, if you ever fight this boss, it's over.
It might be the Awakened? The one
I think
you have to kill him twice?
No, it wasn't. Was the Awakened look like a wolf?
Yeah.
No, he was easy.
Okay.
Chump.
He's annoying if you're using the defect, because defect relies on a lot of, what are they called? The install cards? I forget. I haven't played it in a while.
Slay the Spire's so good. How much was that game?
Free. I can't remember. It was like the free game of the month. I'd happily pay full price for it.
I assume, being the game that it is, it's probably, I would ballpark. I don't know what the term is. I would guess like $10, if not lower. I feel like it's one of those games that'll be that price.
The era of $10 indie games is long.
Now they're
gone.
like $20-$30.
Yeah, I'd expect Slay the Spire to be like 15 to 20. Like, I'd expect 20 minimum. 15 like is a stretch, but I'd expect it to be like 20.
You know what,
bucks.
man? Money well spent.
Yeah,
you get your money's worth. If you are gauging by price paid versus hours played, then you're getting your money's worth.
I think that's it falls under like sunk cost fallacy. The whole like, oh, I put a bunch of hours in this and therefore I got my money's worth.
Skyrim.
Yeah, like
I played 1,000 hours. Fuck this game.
I think enjoyment is a bigger factor than hours put in. Like, there's games where I've only put in like 8 hours or like 10 hours.
The best 8 hours.
Yeah,
10 hours
but I fucking loved it, and I'd be like, yeah, you know what? I'd happily pay like $40-$50 for this.
It's pretty much Resident Evil, isn't it? Resident Evil games are relatively short, aren't they?
Yeah, like
to an extent. I mean,
my first run of RE2 was 8 hours, and then
yeah, that sounds about right for me too.
I did Leon A, Claire B, and so my Claire run was like 6 hours, and then every subsequent run was like 2-3 hours. But you know what? Happily spend $60 on it.
Best street of, and then RE3 never happened.
Yeah, I wonder when they're gonna remake RE3. They just skipped it.
It's so weird. They just went
to
from RE2, and then there was like a big gap, and RE8 came out, and then.
Oh, by the way, we got to check this out one day. Since we talked about Slay the Spire.
Okay, now you do. I see that flat line. That's a dead man right there.
Since we talked about Slay the Spire, we definitely got to check out this game called Across the Obelisk.
Ooh,
it's Slay the Spire but co-op.
Nice. Let's go.
We gotta check that out. And anyone who wants to play the Slay the Spire, if you don't, for some reason, I mean, there's plenty of reasons why you wouldn't, but if you don't have a console or a PC, you can get it on mobile for $10. Absolutely worth it.
It's on mobile too. Yeah. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That checks out.
On mobile, it is $10. I remember checking. Absolutely worth it. Way more value than any of those free-to-play games that are hidden under free-to-play when you have to buy a bunch of fucking microtransactions to progress.
The era of fun mobile games is well past us. Do you remember Temple Run?
Yeah,
that was fun.
Didn't
have to buy shit. You just play.
Yeah.
Doodle Jump?
Yeah, anytime you wanted to get something, you would just play.
Yeah.
Collect coins.
Tell me your age without telling me your age. Tell me what gen are you without telling me your gen.
And now you have fucking people with Diablo 4 defending the
stupid $25 horse armor. Just don't buy the armor, though.
Oh, yeah, it's that easy.
Yes.
Just don't buy it.
Of course.
If I paid $70 for a game,
my sarcasm can move mountains.
I don't want to fucking see that shit for like $25. Like, yeah, I know I can ignore it, but if I paid $70 fucking for a game, why is it there? And then the stupid argument is, well, it's a live service game. Blizzard needs to make money to be able to support
the other side of my taint
and like release expansions. No. They can just release expansions and charge money for that. And on top of that, it's fucking Activision Blizzard. I think they're fine on money.
Yeah, I think they're set. I don't think they're gonna have to break open the piggy bank jar.
Yeah, I think they made plenty of money on Diablo 4 alone. Even though all these people were like, "Oh, yeah, Blizzard, they're terrible practice. You know, they're harassing employees,
beating the women in the workplace."
Yeah, I will never support Activision Blizzard.
Diablo 4 comes out.
break sales records on opening weekend. Oh, really? Okay.
Did it though?
It actually did.
Wow. How great was Diablo 4 though?
I don't know, but gamers have amazing
seen...
retention, memory retention.
Of course they do,
because their boycotting really worked out.
Yeah, way to go, champ. I actually did watch a good bit of it, like maybe 20 minutes of gameplay. It looked, yeah.
I just remember fucking seeing the Billie Eilish trailer, and I was like, I'm not buying this shit.
So stupid. You just point and click. Well, you don't really point and click. Wait.
On good news, at Summer
PC you do, I guess.
At Summer Game Fest, another thing that Diablo 4 reminded me. What's its name? Path of Exile 2 was announced. The better Diablo. So,
oh, yeah.
Now I'm definitely not buying Diablo 4 with PoE 2 announced.
Why would you buy Diablo 4? Diablo 3, it looked the same as Diablo 3, if I'm being honest. Maybe graphical updates,
Dude,
but it looked...
You should see what PoE is. Like, you'll get to the point where every single button on your keyboard will have an action.
Oh, God.
It gets crazy.
So I'm assuming if it's, like, on controller, you have to hold, like, L1, which opens up another window. You hold R2, opens up another window, hold R1.
I don't know how it would be on controller. I'm too afraid to see. All I know is that...
kind of like how Monster Hunter is.
Yeah.
On controller, where you for your shortcuts,
dial?
your dial.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming it'd be that way.
Or your radial menu. Yeah, I mean, probably. But like, this is the best way to explain PoE, for anyone that hasn't played it. Let's say Diablo's endgame is like 1,000 hours worth of content. PoE's endgame is like 10,000 hours worth of content.
Ooh, that looks good.
PoE 1's a free to play game, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
We can get so Diablo 4 is obsolete then.
Yeah. The first PoE is free to play. I don't know. They'll probably charge for 2, but
what, $5?
If it's anything like 1, it'll be worth it.
Oh man, Diablo.
Well,
Diablo 3 was fun. I mean,
it was like the most shitted on Diablo, but I had so much fun.
Yeah, I had a good time, but we should talk about this next time.
Yes,
we have
we're
going back to episode 1 days, and I don't want to go back to that.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to deal with that.
All right, thanks for watching, everyone. And listening, rather.
No, you watch this black screen the whole time.
You stare at the black screen for all the 33 minutes you've been...
You haven't blinked once. I know. I see you, Matthew.
There's got to be a Matthew out there. What's the most common name? Bill.
Tom.
Muhammad. Bob. How is Muhammad the most common? Anyways.
Let's go most common name by ethnicity next time on Sandy Mountains.
Thank you. Come back. Join us next time.